Pretty sure the subtitle is absolute dog shit today. Why does absolute have a capital A, dude? What the? Anyways, oh. Doom 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 doom. Hello, Maxi. Yes, I forgot to reply to your message. I did see your response. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to 2025 of Santa development. Where we develop Santa. I don't know what that means. Whoops. Yeah, for sure. Like, take your own time. You don't have to rush it. I can't necessarily guarantee that there will always be events and stuff, is the thing. Just simply because that is not my goal. I think I mentioned multiple times here. Not to say that, you know, it's your fault for not knowing, but I'm just saying that for me, primarily, I'm just here to get better at art. And then after that, things would kick off, I think. Which is eventually gonna happen, you know. Unless I'm such a talentless hack that I'm gonna be here like walking around in circles for the next 10 years or something. But yeah. Anyways, if you want to join, if you don't want to join, just feel free. There is still some time if you want to decide, but otherwise, I'll see you next year. You do have your very involved TeamSpeak Christmas themed piece, so I can understand why you would probably want to focus your efforts on one thing. That would be best. Anyways, today I'm just gonna continue doing this this thingy. So this is the limits of what I can do, I think, to some extent. Like, from now on, the rendering, the workflow, every single part of what I'm about to do is gonna be a huge mess. Because we've only really figured out all the way for sketches. Everything else after that is just fog of war. And I have to figure this out as we carry on here. Yeah, it would have probably helped if I just did more studies on clothing. But anyways, that's not the point here. That's not why we're here. I'm not here to get super technical and super good at technical stuff. It's just here to be good enough to get some stuff done. And then beyond that, it is just work for future me. For everyday me, actually. But also future me, I suppose. I'm just slowly starting to break. My stupid ass tablet is flickering again. Oh man, this kind of sucks. I need the other brush, I think. Where's my hairbrush? Yeah. Indeed. Honestly, the streams only make sense if I'm failing every... Like the whole point of the stream is to just try new things, right? Like, try things that I don't know about, or like try to push the limits. So if I am comfortable, if I'm doing something that's comfortable, it actually means I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So really, this is how it's supposed to be every time. It just doesn't really necessarily make for a very good viewing experience. I don't really also, I guess, just in general, I don't know why... What would be good viewing experience? But yeah, anyways, it is what it is. I think I do need more colors though. I think not having enough color variation is definitely hurting me quite a bit. Because I am always on the lookout for that, I think. Because I see a lot of other good stuff, like other people's good illustrations and stuff. I always have a lot of colors and textures and so on and so forth. But they all balance it really well. I've been actually thinking about it, sitting here. I'm looking at this and it has a lot of colors, but then it still feels really flat for some reason, and I don't know why. It might be contrast, it might be color contrast. Yeah, but if I add any more colors in here, it's going to make things look a little bit more psychedelic, to rainbow, you know? So maybe we have some accents. It's like some of the building, but then it was still the show. So, I don't know. Whatever. Yay. Man, it's so hard to isolate one thing and practice one thing sometimes. Because it gets super boring. But then if you challenge everything at once, if you do everything at once, it also gets very overwhelming. Because you're not only trying to tackle technical stuff, you're also tackling your expectations and other emotions, and it's just a bit of a mess every time. Yeah, that pink there, I don't know. I need some glows here, I think. Oops, wrong brush. What do I want to do? I do not know. Yeah, nah, it's just because I haven't really sorted it out yet. I don't know how big or how small she is supposed to be. I don't know, like, what the... Yeah, just in general, a lot of the character specs is not tied down. So she's just kind of whatever. Just draw whatever feels like it. And then eventually we'll converge onto something specific. Also, hello the virus. Oh, eventually at some point. I don't know what to do here. I want more colors, but I also don't feel like adding like a bunch of colors. What would Ass do? WWAD. What would Ass do? Oh my god. Actually, honestly, I feel like rather than being so caught up on shapes, if I just take care of the colors and move on. Hello, George. Whenever she tries something new, her parent rewards her? Her parents reward her? Like her real biological parents, or like art, as in like art sensei kind of parent? My stupid tablet is constantly figuring, but I see. Oh my god. Okay, let me restart my tablet again. I've already done this a few times now. I think the screen's gonna go black, by the way. Because I unplugged my second screen, so there's no video input. I'm pretty sure, like, okay, sometimes when I plug it in like this... Also, someone's on Twitch. Oh, hello. Hello on Twitch. Who's that? MGCan332 GNKM. Hello on Twitch, welcome. You guys saw my desktop icons. It's not necessarily the most organized, but sorry, where was I? Oh, thank you for the follow. Look at that. I can just barely see it in my OBS monitor because I can't really see. I don't have Twitch open, but thank you. Sorry, what nonsense was I spouting before I did this? Oh yes, my stupid ass tablet. I'm pretty sure like the wires got like dust in it or something. Because sometimes if I plug it in and then the dust is settled correctly, it will just not flicker. Until like I inevitably disconnect the tablet because my desk has no space or something. And then the next time I plug it in, it's like absolute dog shit again, like right now. So I'm hoping that today I got lucky with the lottery, basically. Yeah, I can't be too particular with the shapes. I don't have the experience or anything to back it up, so I don't think the expectations is very reasonable. Not unless I want to spend a bajillion years here. So in the meantime, I think colors and everything kind of checks out kind of fine. Let me just put a little bit more bounce light on everything and just sit the character in real quick into the environment here. Because we are missing some bounce, like say on the skirt or something like that. Oh, this might actually trump the yeah, this might trump that. Might go a little bit grayer. Of course, the line art right now is kind of interfering with that thing. What do they call it? Yeah, the amount of mastery that Ask has, like, this is really not something that you know, I always wonder if I make those videos, would the original artist be upset? And then now I slowly start to think that, you know, hey, from the original artist's point of view, I think maybe they might be upset, but maybe they'll just be like, yeah, look at this guy trying to mimic a fraction of my power, you know? Like, it's not something that I can just make a video and be like, everyone is going to be able to draw like this, because the amount of experience you need is just insane. So I see the errors of my ways. Actually, that doesn't really make sense in this context, but yeah, there was nothing really to be afraid of in the first place, you know? It's just not realistic that with one video that everyone would be able to start drawing like her. Anyways. It's Gucci. It's all Gucci. What color should I use there? Maybe not this. Yeah, if we keep going, maybe one day we'll get there. But honestly, I don't think I would get there just by trying to follow someone else's style. I've been walking around in circles for so long now, it feels like, that I think the only way forward is to just embrace what is it that you have. Like, whatever this is, as much as I think it's not that great, it's what I have now. I have to find a way to somehow like embrace it and then work with it. I don't know what that means yet. Hopefully we'll find out soon. I don't want to be stuck here forever. Yeah, I don't know what I want here. Yeah, I mean, this is part of the process. I would have to just do what I can here. Go walk away, go do something else, come back and be like, oh, actually, I didn't really like this part. I guess I could have done that instead. Then slowly. Where's the accent? Oh, it's somewhere else. Okay. Anyways, a lot of yapping. Nothing new here from on my side, I think. I've verified everyone's submission for Secret Santa. Everybody looks good. Everyone's about the same level, other than like maybe like you know what, I probably shouldn't say that. But yeah, I think in terms of like skill level wise, it's pretty good. Oops. Wait, what? Stupid ass wrong brush. And then now I'm just waiting for Hello Curio to see if there's any last minute entries here. Because even though I did say that it is over, I did leave a message on the form saying that, hey, if you really still want to join, just message me. And I'll remove that message tomorrow. That's just in case that anyone truly wants to join it bad enough that it's actually still open the forms to take a look. Right? If they spend that much, if they have that much intention, then you know, I left the message just in case. That way I can some people can still join if they want to. But otherwise, I think tomorrow I will try to sort out and send everybody their individual care package to get started. How many do we have? A great question. We have 9 people, including myself. Yes, 8, not including me, yes. That is accurate. You got me. So far, I've been saying the numbers that I've been reporting is just without myself, because I didn't know if I wanted to join. Then I thought about it, you know, I don't think it makes a lot of sense if I don't join, so I should join. There's like a thing in life that people do, right? Sometimes they just like, oh, let's just say yes to everything that comes up from now on for like the next one day or something, and just see what the new experiences you can get. Oh yeah, like it doesn't include me. So 9 total, I believe, if I didn't get the numbers wrong. Yeah, it might be a little bit too bright, I think. The colors. don't know where I'm going with this. The X is kind of weird. Just kind of stands out. Might need a little bit of gradient on that thing later. What else can I do here? Like, I don't really know what much else I can do, because rendering itself is a big topic that I'm not proficient at this point in time. Maybe I can break up the shapes on the hair a bit more and then the tail. But I think all the other parts I'm kind of stuck already. Without looking at anything, this is my limit. Just actually kind of interesting to see actually. But what was I talking about? Anyways, I don't know what I was talking about. Probably nothing important. Yes, I hope everyone have fun too. Saying that as an organizer just is kind of scary, isn't it? I hope you guys have fun, man. I hope you guys have fun. What do I mean by that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. Do I want this big of a shape thingy? I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I think the plan is to get some shades of color and some bigger shapes in at this point. And at some point later, I'm just going to start pushing stuff around. I think a little bit more. Do more painting related stuff. At this point, it really is just kind of just getting a little bit of extra stuff in here. I'm not sure though. I'm not even really thinking too much of like what I'm doing here. Just kind of putting stuff in. What? Also, I'm pretty sure most of my crashes comes from the subtitle thing now, because I was sitting by myself without anything, like without streaming at all, right? And I even closed Chrome, so the computer load I know for a fact isn't that high, and it was just crashing. It crashed twice in a row too, so that was weird. It was just me talking to myself. So I think the instability comes from the AI stuff that's running the subtitling thing. It's good to know, I suppose. If things get really bad, then at least I can always just turn that off. What color can I add? I feel like I can add something along the transition here. Can I do something here? Is that crazy? It wouldn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, it's too sharp of an edge, right? Let's blur it later. What can I do here? Maybe if I just go blue like that. Question mark. Hmm. Most part, leave it blank. Here comes the DDoS from a tablet again. Thank you very much. Thank you. Damn, dude, stop it. Holy shit. Wait, what? Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. Sure, broski. Okay, it's flashing every 10 seconds. It's impossible to draw. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna reconnect it again. Absolute dog shit. Nothing's changed probably, I think. Hello, DTB. Library Genesis time? Free books? Someone say free books? You have to buy those books. Like my in my university, everyone just downloaded it from Library Genesis. My university actually had like a good spot like next to the school where people sold and bought a second-hand books or something like that. Hello, Igami. Did I forget to greet you, Igami? Second time. Don't you just search the book and just download it? Oh yeah, it's I forgot, it's been a while since I used it, but yeah, you do just search it up in their website, and then there should be a bunch of results if the book is popular enough, and then you should just be able to download it from the website directly. And just a friendly reminder, PDF is one of the worst files you can have downloaded from an unknown source, just because it can run JavaScript in there. So it basically is just a, you know, self-pwning kit. You need to log in? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, LibGen, also known as Library Genesis, is an open source project, I think. I'm not 100% sure what the background of it is, but basically, if you have a book that you need to have, right, you need to get in, you need to read, you want to read or you want to get a hold of, you can always go there, search for the book title, and then you can see if someone else has already uploaded a scanned copy of it. Essentially, it's just a giant pirate website for PDF and books and stuff like that. And yeah, it saves a lot of money for students, especially like engineering and shit. The books cost like $50, $60, $70, $80, and a lot of times the professors, they would mandate you buy their book that they wrote, even though it's not necessarily any better than the other people that have written similar books. And they are fucking assholes because they release a new version every other year or something, and it's the same book, it's the same content, right? It's not like the fundamental knowledge of the universe is gonna change every 2 years. So it's the same fucking book, but with like a few fixed like I don't know what's the word again, typos. So that's where everybody goes and get their books. Of course, if you can't find it there, it's unfortunate, right? The upside though is that there are a lot of different LibGen servers, a lot of them. So maybe you can find it on the other ones too, if you can't find it on this one. Yeah, basically it's just professors are trying to cash grab and students are trying to cheap them out. Right, till it's always time. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone tells each other to pirate as well. It's just that sometimes the professor wants to see you hold on to that book. Like, literally, they want to see you hold that book. And then that's a pain in the ass. I don't think it's a country thing. I think no matter where you are, people just want to save money where they can, right? Like, so... Yeah, it is a scam. Like, there are professors out there that tell you to always buy their books, and then there's also professor out there to just tell you to go pirate it as well. So it's just how desperate they are for money. So it's just luck. Well, not really. You can always choose your courses accordingly. Because, you know, ratemyprofessors.com or similar websites will tell you what the professors are like. I used to have like really power trippy professors. They would get so angry that students are not paying attention in class, and they would stop the entire class to just call them out. And then there's also other professor that doesn't give a shit when people just fall asleep. I used to sleep in the first row. I think it's really fucking stupid. I don't know why I do that. I would go to the first row just to sleep. And I guess the professor was chill about it, because he was a little bit passive aggressive one time. He came out to me and be like, "Oh, how's the class going?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's great, it's great." It's like, what am I supposed to say that he knows I'm sleeping. I know he knows I'm sleeping. He's clearly being passive aggressive, but what do you want me to say, dude? Right, you know? I'm just there, I'm just sleeping, and you wanna talk to me about it? Sure, like, you know, I'm not gonna care. Like, what am I gonna do? I fucking wake up at like 7 in the morning, and then I take like 1.5 hours worth of transit just to get down to like listen to a guy talk about how to write for loops. I'm like, the fuck if I like what? Hello? And then I have to take another 1.5 hours worth of transit back home. It's like 3 hours of commute a day. It's like, well, I don't know. I actually got so good at being half asleep that it's actually kind of affecting my sleep now still. There is this transition zone between like awake and sleep, right? Where you're kind of awake and kind of asleep. You're half conscious, but also kind of drifting into dreams. You are kind of dreaming, but you're still aware. And then like for the most part, I would just be in that state on the transit, on like buses and trains. So I will never miss my stop, but I can still get a little bit of shut-eye. Because from my point of view, it feels like I'm teleporting, right? I'll just like drift off a little bit, and then by the time I wake up, oh, it's time to transfer. But then I wouldn't miss my stop. That's pretty cool. Although in order to hone that skill, I did miss my stops a lot of times. I almost went like there's times where I went out and I have no idea where the fuck I am. And I take the bus back in the opposite direction. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that my workplace is a lot closer now. For the most part, like most of my life, I've been transiting pretty far, like at least over an hour. High school was the same, I think. Before that was the same. University was the same. So COVID was like huge deal. COVID came and no one went to school anymore. So I saved 15 hours a week, dude. Think about it, 15 hours a week. Right, 3 hours. That's the time I spend on stream now. Like imagine I spent like 5 years worth of time. Well, only like 3 or 4 years, I think, that I commuted. Imagine like what I did accomplish this year, but 3 times, 4 times more. That's how much time I spent on buses and trains, just for university too. So remote is great. Remote is the best thing ever. Work efficiency is very low. I have to admit. I have to admit that it's not that high when I'm working from home, but that's why it's great. It's great. It's amazing. Give me more of this, please. Yeah, it doesn't have to be for art, right? It could have been for anything. I could have spent like time in games and it would have been great, right? Because yeah, you know, like games, great stuff. Oh man. I'm actually yeah, like Steam records how many hours you put into games, so that's really nice, right? Like I'm very curious how many hours I put into Maple Story, because that was my go-to game for like my entire childhood, through high school, and so on and beyond, even nowadays. Sometimes I log back in just to take a look, but I wonder how many hours I've put into that. TF2 have like 4,400 hours, and that's not even anywhere close. It must have been like 10,000 hours in Maple Story, I'm sure. Something stupid like that. Sorry, check. There's nowhere to check. I've played my Maple Story was played across multiple different servers, like global servers, Asian servers. Nowadays it's like it's still global server, I guess. And also they don't record it, right? It's not really a thing back then. We're talking like 2000, early 2000s, late 2000s, the entirety of 2010s. So I don't have the numbers, unfortunately. I would love to see it. But if TF2 is anything to go by, like it's definitely over 10,000, which is not necessarily that much. Reminds me of like this one girl that I met, like in VR chat. I think she said she was like a Korean girl, and then she said that she played this really ancient Korean racing game or something. I forgot what it's called. It's like 26,000 hours in it. It was like her childhood game all the way till now. Which I have no idea how old she is. I don't think I asked. It's interesting, like for most part, like you don't really ask a girl their age, but if they're Korean, I think it's kind of okay, because a lot of things depend on age. So I think it's not really that rude to ask. Of course, you should exercise caution. Yeah, just like imagine like a game that you only play one game from your childhood all the way till like your 20s and 25s. Like second half of 20, right? Yeah, like it's not necessarily that surprising, but it is a very mind-boggling number to think about. Yes, the age is like +1, because they born in when they're born, it's like +1 already. They're like first like year 1 or something. But apparently that thing has been changed. It's been changed like in the past few years, I believe, because it was a topic of discussion. I remember with my friends a while back when it first changed. It's interesting. Minecraft. I remember playing Minecraft in 2011, I think it was. It was like beta 1.4 or 1.3 or even slightly earlier. But I think around there is where it started. I think I have the world still. I think I have the world still. I think that's about it for the character for now. I think I'm gonna go on to the background. But before that, I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'll be right back. For the craft, Minecraft, die with techno even though I'm O-hit player. Not sure if I follow that. Yeah, my Minecraft server. I think in the past year at least, I think we've tried to start Minecraft servers with my friends, like at least on 2 separate occasions, if not more than that. And you know, it only lasted a week, as you might expect. I think the shortest it lasted was just a couple of hours. I got like a server for us. We played for like that one night, and then it never happened. Really happened after that. I just shit. What happened to that server? I think I just stopped paying for it. I think I have a copy of it still locally. I don't know where I put it though. So might be lost to time. Yeah, it is, I think, normal, right? Minecraft is fun, but Minecraft, from my point of view, is no different from art. It's like work, because it's a lot of work to make things look good, to design things and stuff like that. You just... do you really want to spend that time, you know? I guess it's time to merge out. You know what? Let's not merge it, because I want to keep a copy of the process. So let's just merge it on top here. I'll keep a separate copy here. And then the background, I'm going to start cutting up into the different layers here. I need to tone down the character a little bit so I can see what's happening. Oh, this is the entire character. So much work, man. Everything is so much work, it feels like. Games are so much work. I like to play games on easy difficulty now. Where's my... oh, I think it's in here. Looking for the lines here. I don't want to draw lines, but I at least need the perspective grid to start help me cut up the background a little bit. I want stuff on different layers so it's easier to work with. And then this perspective grid is gonna help me cut stuff up in perspective here. Yeah, kind of dubious. I mean, let's see. Oh, I didn't. There we go. So let's just do... ah, shit, how do I do this? So the target is there. Where's my ref here? So this block here is gonna be what? The entire concrete ground, I guess? But this covers the house, right? So I should stop before the house. So that would be somewhere here, I think. So let's see. I want to eject out this part. It goes until that connection there. Okay, let's start here then. Somewhere here, up here. And then I guess all of this, right? Up till this part here. So I'm just gonna double click. Ah, nice. So this is our foreground here. You know what? Let's make a copy. So I have a version at the base here. I still have the entire thing here. And then this is gonna be on top. What's the selection? Do you mean like what, the selection tool, or like what? Yes, TTV. Have a nice day. All the best. Oh. All the best to you, mate. Adios. Yes, thank you. Oh shit. Misclick. Misinput. Where is the base of the street? I cannot see it. Okay, maybe I should have gone this way first. It's like in the middle of whatever the hell that was, right? So it's like a little bit here, I guess. Oh, I'm splitting stuff into different layers so it's easier to work with. right? Because certain things cover certain other things, and it's just easier to do so if I have them on different layers. So I can get the house over here, and then the grass would just be drawn in between, and this layer can just automatically block it out. I don't have to worry about this straight edge over here, for example. Like this area here. I'm trying to be lazy, but really you're just putting in the work first. So same thing. This one is hard. I think I should just disable that ruler, and then I'm gonna draw a box here. Oops. So this will serve as the background. That means my final layer serves as the sky like that. This is my background, which you guys cannot see. It's just everything like here. And on top of that, we have the foreground. We have a bit of the floor, which is also kind of invisible because it's just here. And then what else do I need? Let me turn these guys blue. Oh, that's not helpful. Okay, never mind. That's not helpful at all. Just these guys. So I need to grab the house over here, which I think I can just paint a new layer. It's not like it fits. Hello, G-Talk. I'll just grab that. I'll grab the trees. Yeah, okay. I'll grab like a blob over here for the house and the two buildings. Then a tree I'll grab just because we have some nice colors here. Then the house I'm just gonna repaint here. And that should be fine, I think. That should be enough. Okay, let me see. Right. How do I do this? Let's see. Probably end up having to fix all of these edges anyways, honestly. Oh, maybe the house and the back trees can be separate. Maybe do that like this. Just grab this entire part here. Control C, Control V. Turn it blue. The house is gonna be here. My trees are gonna be here. And then I already have these guys in the back. Oh man, it's so hard to tell what's happening here. This is only for this area here. And I have this, I have this. Okay. Let's grab the tree here. This has to be on top of this. Has to be on top of this. The ground is then next, right? So this has to be on top of the ground as well. And then this is on top of everything. Yeah. That is that. This is that. So if I turn this off, this is that. Alright, and then I grab this part here. I'm gonna get really confused by the layer 100% later, because these shapes, like for these edges here, I know I wanted to cut here, right? So I know for a fact that this is great, but these shapes here are still not defined well enough yet, so it's gonna be a problem when I start painting. It's gonna get very confusing, I think. I'll deal with it when we get there. What is this? Lines, okay. And then that's the sky. Okay, so this is the entire stack here. This will be our background stack. Everything else I don't need anymore. I'm just gonna move this out. Where's my color, actually? Kodaka? Oh, okay, so that's the character, right? That means I can move my background up to this point and everything is fine here. Okay. I'll lock the ones that I can lock. That I cannot lock. What is this? Empty layer? Okay, great. Thank you. course I have an empty layer. What is this? Road. So this can lock. And this can lock. Oh, there's one more layer I need, which is all the railings and stuff. That we have to paint later, I think. Oh no, I do have to cut it out now because I'm gonna lose it once I start painting over it. How should I do this? It's kind of YOLO, right? I just need the colors, actually. I don't really necessarily need the... Oh, shit. How do I do this? In a way that makes sense. Just whatever, man. Give me everything. Kill me, see it. Oh my god, what is this? Alright, dude, whatever, man. It's just this is good enough for now. Okay, yeet. And I guess we paint. I might as well start from the foreground. Which I cannot see shit. So let me... How about I just turn everything else behind a bit lower? Get rid of that for now. Naming layers, if you want to be a true painter, you cannot name layers, man. all the people that I see do painting, for the most part, I don't think they name layers. Why does it turn? Oh no, it's because I'm not erasing. Fancy. In the meantime. Right, how do I want to deal with this? So I am gonna ignore the shadows, but I'm gonna lose the colors if I do that. Okay, so I'm looking at this thing. Looks like the way... So even though there's no line art, because of the beveled edge, I guess, like the roundness of the stairs, it's catching light like that. So I guess I'm gonna need a bunch of lines here to represent that. Let me get rid of these lines now. I don't need them. I need one line. I need the first line. Actually, where's my character's foot? So it's right at the bottom of this railing here. I need that line. Then everything else, we just kind of wing it from there, I think. Somewhere here, right? Right, so hopefully... Okay, yeah, this is where I just paint then. Not much else to do. Should have made it a bit brighter. Oh, what? Oh, the thing is... Okay, move it here. Oh, actually, you know what? This is one of those things where it's better to be on a separate layer. Because they hold the edge there. And I imagine we'll still be doing a lot of color adjustments underneath. So it would be best to just have a different layer so that it doesn't get changed over and over. It seems to be a bit lower. There you go. Hello, unknown. I guess I'll just place the things first, because we need to know first. And then I think, so that is the limit, right? That's the threshold. So let me put it here then. Somewhere, yeah, somewhere there I think is the threshold. It's gonna be a bit too bright for now, but I'm gonna just forget about that. More important to get it to be in the right spot for now. Naturally, I do not think we get the same number of steps. But I do want to try and mimic the descent. The perspective that's happening here. Thereabouts. can fix the colors later. And for now, that's good, Unknown. That's good. Oh, I should have gone all the way, but that's fine. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's not even gonna be seen, right? Oh no, it's actually visible. Okay, never mind. Why is she so dark? Oh, because the background made it brighter. She still feels very dark though. Might have made this a bit too bright then. Just normal noise might be the best, I think. It's not quite refined enough though. How is about the... Sorry, there are no lines here. Unknown. Are you talking about line art? What? Oh. Disconnected. It does. Alright, I need to disable it. Something not as free as needs to be free. I do want the railings to go in now, I think. I need to nuke these guys first. They're kind of in the way. And now repaint over the new ones with new ones here. I guess I should just destroy them first. Oh, I thought they're doing this. I think it's like a stone kind of wall, so I'm trying to do some brushstrokes that might mimic the shape, I think. It's gonna be very messy. Hopefully later I can clean it up a little bit more. Also, I do enjoy the fact that there's a bunch of colors in here. I don't know if it's necessarily that great, but at least for once, I think the sort of color rough into rendering kind of workflow is making sense, right? Because I have a bunch of colors that goes in. And then after that, it's just like, hey, take these colors, just pick and choose and just paint, right? But if it's good balance and stuff like that, I think remains to be seen. But at least we are kind of moving in that direction, which I think is nice. Yeah, just a little bit of improvement here and there, hopefully. Not always getting stuck at the same spot here. Would be very nice. Is that the right angle? It's good enough, I think. Oh, whoops. I still have to get rid of this. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm not being aggressive enough with this. I just need it to be gone, but I also don't want to just pick one color, right? Because it's going to then ruin that distribution that I have. I got a little bit too gentle. This brush probably isn't the best for this. Still there. Oh my god. That goes of her railing. This side. I'm hoping I captured enough colors with this layer here. If not, we have to redo some of the colors, but it is what it is. Do I care? I don't think so, right? So I think we'll be fine. I think it'd be beneficial to get another set of perspective ruler just for the vanishing point of the railings here. Make it a little bit easier. Alright, where is it? Sorry, I know I don't think now's a good time for stuff like that. You can ask ChatGPT. I'm not joking. It's probably gonna give a better answer than I could. I appreciate you asking me though. But we do need to focus on art here, yeah. Let me see. So this is here. I think I have to turn it. I think I do have to turn this, don't I? Because this guy is following the stairs, I think. Does it mean I need to hit this? Somewhere here. Technically, it should follow this, I think. Slip up here. So the target will be here, right? Right here. Should be fine, I think. This side? Let me hit this point here. Right. So it'll be somewhere here. I would appreciate it, Unknown, if you would just, if you want to ask a question, just ask a question. You don't have to send three different messages about it. Okay. Again, that's the same as all the other stylization related stuff. I think it's just what do you want out of it. You can do just as well without, but you probably have to spend more time rendering stuff. If you just want to draw like more what you call it, stylized stuff, it would probably be easier with lines, I think. It abstracts away a lot of the complexity, it would seem. It is what you want, man. Like, yeah, what kind of style do you want to go for? Why do you want to draw? It goes back to. Like, the more I think about all these questions, even on my own as well, like, the more I feel like it's just two questions that is always coming up. Why are you drawing? And what is the current, like, the reason you're drawing this current piece? The why are you drawing part keeps you going because the process is really long, really hard. And it gives you a direction of focus on what you want to focus on. Do you want more stylized stuff? Do you want more realistic stuff? Do you want to just focus on storytelling, stuff like that, right? That's the bigger overarching question. And the second one is for this current piece, what do you want? And then that one would guide your actual actions for the current piece. Is it a study? Then you don't have to have that good of a storytelling or anything at all, like any storytelling at all. And if it's your own original piece, then you don't have to care about certain other things, right? So it's still the same two questions. Why do you draw, and what do you want to get out of this current piece? Let's say I'm doing it. You should just do it like this. It's be easier, more consistent, I think. Oh yeah, that's kind of scary. Oh, I see. I didn't follow the. No, I have not. Let me see. Slightly above, right? So I'm gonna target that. Yeah, my grid is not the same. Should have been closer, I think. Unknown, I'm not really in the mood to chat about stuff like that at this point because I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing. If you want me to do something, let me know directly, because I don't want to spend too much time thinking like about random stuff. Do you want me to do something about the situation? Are you saying that it's gotten to a point you want some intervention, or like what is it that are you a review? What do you mean by a review? Uh-huh. So you say they're in the server? Did they post anything in the server? A wallet? If you just worry about being if you just worry about being accused of cheating, of tracing, I don't think he's tracing. Especially because of the inconsistent lines. If you are tracing, why would your lines be inconsistent? Like, do you mean tracing as in like putting a piece of paper on top of something else and tracing? Then he's clearly not, right? Like, I mean, if you're putting a piece of paper on top of something else and tracing, why would you get inconsistent lines like that? It will at least be a continuous line, like his lines are broken up and stuff. I mean, unless you can show me like a reference that he's using. If not, I don't know. I don't see anything that might suggest that he is tracing. Yeah, this setup would have been, yeah, this is the correct way to do it, I think. I'm just not doing it correctly. Do I follow my own grid then? I should just follow my own grid, I think. Yeah, are you saying people in the server are accusing him of tracing? I don't think I've seen that happen. Also, again, like, I still don't think any of this really matters that much. Of course, if it's affecting our friend here in a negative way, then for sure, like, he should just distance himself from the situation. But like, if you're not tracing and you're just practicing and someone wants to accuse of anything, just ignore them. Like, just keep drawing. Again, it doesn't matter if you call yourself a jack of all trades, a master painter, a tracer, being called a tracer, being called a cheater. Just keep practicing and then prove people wrong. I know it's like I don't know what I can do about this situation. Because it's a lot steeper, I think. Yeah. He's afraid to post. Good people so far, guys. Best be on your best behavior, guys. Hello, Debay. Kinda sus, I think. I mean, if someone caught me tracing, I don't know if I would care that much. Obviously, if it's affecting my image here, it would be a problem, right? But for the most part, what exactly can I do about it? I can tell people I'm not tracing, or I can come out here and just keep drawing every day and show people that I'm not tracing. And get good enough to prove that, like, I can actually draw. Like, I don't know, because the labels definitely is a problem if it starts to affect your ability to stay motivated. But at the end of the day, your skills are your skills, you know, like you spend time working on them. And then I don't know, like I just think you should just keep drawing. Like, he should just keep drawing. Do whatever is necessary to just keep drawing. Well, Unknown, it sounds like you should just keep motivating him then. If you want to be a good friend. One second, Dube. Yeah, I'm just eyeballing this thing. It's kind of jank. Okay, Dubai, let's go. Oh, I didn't copy. Niji Sanji. Oh my god, I haven't seen Niji Sanji fan art in a while. That's a lot of lines. Man, that's a lot of lines. I think this will only... Oh my god, like if you render this with more colors and more shapes, it's gonna get so messy. Unless you knock out the lines with like line art colors and stuff like that. So this is just really, I think, really good for like black colors. Even line art too, right? I think it's... There's no tapering on the lines either. So the outer one is a bit thicker than the ones in the center. Yeah. I wonder if this is stylistically chosen. Like this long line they definitely have the skills to pull like long lines and smoothly too. Like this is infinitely more complex than just this straight line over here. But this straight line here is broken up into 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 like that. Although maybe it's just a... Yeah, maybe they just did that in the moment. It just felt natural to do. I can't see why you would want to break it up more. Because that's the only place where it's broken up that much. Everything else is decently joined. It's not... Well, these are pretty noticeable, but... They definitely take the time to line up the hands and all the other parts for the most part. Yeah, look at the... Yeah, the hair and stuff is pretty... Okay. Only for that shirt though, only for the shirt it's broken up. The hair is always lined smoothly down. Yeah, thanks Duvet, as always. More. Wait a second. It probably doesn't take that long for them to draw it. I guess they might not. It just probably isn't drawing every day, I think. Even the highlights as well. Third. May 31st. Yeah, thank you, Tuve. I think that's an interesting... what can we study from this, though? Probably just, like, clothing and stuff, right? Because these are pretty interesting. Some poses here and there. ZHC? I do not know who this is. Kagenashi? It is Kagenashi, isn't it? It doesn't have any shadows. Remember how I do my line art if I don't use Liquid 2 or Warp 2. But you use Liquid 2 and Warp 2 for your line art? To push it around, I guess? It is a self-report if you are a minor. Is it one of those, well, actually I have to be careful with what I say. I can't just say random shit like I always do with my friends, but... I mean, this is definitely very different from what we are targeting on this channel for sure. It's either very... Is this... It must be them, right? I think this is probably them. There's either very intricate realistic drawings like this, but mostly like cartoonish Western style, or more graphical kind of design sort of things. Aha. I'll be honest, like I never really fully get like this style, I think. No, this is not even them, right? This is something else. It's like some other person by the name of Vivid Gaming. How do I find their stuff? This must be them, right? Okay. I said no art. It's all like... I'm not logged in here, so I cannot see any older than this, I think. Doesn't look right here. Where do you see their art? I don't think this is very relevant here. I cannot find their stuff. Yeah, because I don't know if these are necessarily drawn by them. Probably these ones there, right? It seems to be repeating. Now he's just a Mr. Beast. Yeah, it's very, very impressive, but this is definitely like super duper way out there, I think, compared to what we're doing. I don't know what to even think about this. Anyways, gonna hop back to my stuff here. Thank you for sharing. Headset is getting in the way. Okay. Further out. I think I just do it by eye then. Yeah, that would be a different perspective. Oh my god, it's another set of points. Let's do it manually, I think. Okay, so that's only there. What happened? I guess in just like a general, what happened? Well, nothing too... Well, we shared some artists. Did something else happen? Yes, yes, welcome back. Shit, this thing is-どっちでもいいか、じゃあ。That's the colors I need. Right, yeah, thank you, Emil. My tablet is doing that flashy thing again. Oh my god. I just take the whole thing. It's the top, right? Yes. See you later. I have to sort that out. You need Pinterest, man. Pinterest and just walk around, I think. It's like window shopping. Maxi, I would ask that you keep communication in this chat in English. If possible. Because I cannot moderate non-Japanese or English chats, is the thing. If it looks weird, but I also don't know if it matters that much. I think it is blocked. Okay, never mind it. I don't care that much. 10 pages that read a very specific prompt and scrolling through for the past 3 hours. Maybe listen to music then. Listen to like your favorite songs and stuff. It might also help. Usually if Pinterest doesn't help and if I can try music. If music doesn't help, then if music doesn't help, I think if at that point it would be like a talk to people kind of situation then. Right, you should maybe talk to people, see what why other people are drawing or something. Okay, sorry, kind of jank. Yeah, you are, indeed. Oh, my spacing is kind of weird. I see, that's why. Wait, so what? It's not 50-50, is it not? It is 50-50 though. Am I just blind? Did I miss the target? Probably too thick than all these lines here. There. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, things got really out of scale, I think. I could still fix it. Yeah, I could just push it down. Because it does line up a little bit lower than the railing. Yeah, it does. Okay. Actually, I should see the top of that part too. Maybe not yet. Hello, hello, is that you, Mizukine? Oh, is that you, Davaris? Oh no. Is this a bait or is this not a bait? Hello, hello. It is you, yes. Welcome, welcome. It's not turning green, it's turning blue. One that much green. Maybe it should be this instead. but if I put in the poles, I have to put the wires. Is that true? I just put it in. Oh, this reminds me of that one train station thing that train crossing one, I think it was. The posts were too straight. I think it's actually best not to follow the perspective. So it doesn't look so like, it looks too artificial. Otherwise. Yeah, so this is too strong here. I'll come back. Oh, it's in front. Huh. It's in front of the buildings? Alright, okay, I just put it on top then. But it wouldn't make a lot of sense, would it? One more layer isn't gonna kill me, so I must as well put it outside. Fine. Sounds good, I know. One more layer. The straw that broke the camel's back. I'm trying to get a little bit of a vibe for purple. It kind of reminds me of the same feeling I get from seeing some of these arts. There's just some colors that pop out more than others. I know that's like a huge patch of green, but I only see the purple. Maybe I can put in some more purple accents on the characters. On the character. Because I don't have any strong purple or anything like that. We could make purple the sort of accent color or something. Because I'm getting random, I added some random purples here and there at some point in time, and it kind of just kind of works. I think. A little bit doubtful, but I feel like it kind of works. Maybe I can put some purple everywhere and then just have it be like this. Well, yeah, not quite. Maybe like a blue in this one. It's got blue everywhere. The more saturated ones. We'll slowly work through this. Yeah, can I do this? Let me pick. Oh, let me get a copy of this issue. What? These are not working. Yeah, it didn't work. Something's not right. The computer is dying for some reason. Again. As usual. This is starting to look a little alien, I think, with all these color hue shifts, because the values of different colors are different, right? So even though they are changed by the same hue value, the value itself changes. And then I think it looks a little funky. Maybe I can deset. Not so sure about this. Looks, yeah, this looks kind of ugly now. I need to make this. Wait, hang on. Let me bring the back in first. I kind of forgot how dark everything is. Yeah, the background's a bit too dark. Let me bring it up then. Extra one layer MA is like killing my computer. Secretly killing my computer. Get rid of the lines real quick. It's a bit distracting. Especially if it sits right at the horizon. I need to see the horizon there. Yeah, what do I do with this part? It is clearly darker though. Maybe I'll just embrace it. It needs to be a little bit darker. Can I grab these colors here, X-ray? Too strong. Lock. Alright, I see. So this part I thought needed to be brighter, but it isn't strictly necessary. It's not that it needs to be brighter in general, it's that the bright points needs to be brighter, but the dark colors still need to be somewhat dark. So it's a contrasting, I think. You go the other way then. And I'm gonna lower the set. Lower general colors. Maybe this guy needs to be darker still. Yeah, I guess I don't have enough space here. So if I zoom out, I cannot read. If I zoom this one out, what can I read here? Okay, the leaves are a little bit insane. Oh, the row is actually darker than the ones in front. Like that, I see. Okay. I think it's time to paint. I don't think I can adjust my way out of this one. It will be what? Primarily our light color. I think. Man, there's just so many houses there. I don't even know where to start. How would you start something like this? Oh, dang it. What do you do here? So many things happening at once. My god. I'm doing something really stupid here. I'm gonna push this down a little bit. The closer ones, that makes sense to me. The big shapes also make sense to me. I have an idea of going from big to small, right? I did the big houses in front of the big shapes I see in the back, but it's just it's so overwhelming. I'm taking a second to try and relax for a bit. There's so many things happening in there, man. The different color rooftops, all the different walls. Oh man. And you know what? Like, I think most of it is going to, yeah, this corner is gonna get blocked. So actually, yeah, the houses make sense. I guess the front houses actually get blocked. So maybe I just focus on this area here, which is like this part here, I guess. So just do 3 things here. The front is facing the light, the front that's facing the top. Sorry, the side that's facing the top, the rooftop, and then the one that's everything else, I guess. And then after that, we try to add a bit more color variation and stuff like that. So, oof. Same goes for the back here. Yeah, we have to play around with the value range in that availability. So, okay. I don't want to do blurs just because it's kind of hard to gauge at this point. Like, unless you have the experience to know how blurry it should be in order for the balance of everything to make sense. Currently, we do not have the experience. I don't have the experience. So it'd be easier if we draw at least like sharper edges for now. It may not have to be that detailed, but sharper edges. And then come back, fix up everything in the front, and then check the balance before we slowly start to introduce ideas like blur. Because that would be stuff like, that's a little bit too post-processing kind of vibe for this current stage in the process, I think. I don't think it would be very helpful here. The main focus would definitely be the character that's currently invisible. Okay, yeah, with the shapes refined, it's a little bit better. That big block in the old sort of structure that I painted was too wide. I think it's the same thing with these railings. I need to make them a little bit thinner. In due time, in due time. Not enough contrast here. I think it's too faint. And also over here is yeah, color-wise it doesn't stand out. I don't know if it's just because this palette, it will still be redder, so I should still be able to shift this redder. Yeah, something like this. Sorry, Duvet. I always wondered, like, what is the emotion behind that face when you post it? Is that a check-in face, or is that like a what is this guy doing face? Squinting? I see. When I zoom in. I see, I see, I see. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep it uncertain here. Is it too long? Must be, yeah. Right? No, it's not that much longer than the house. A little bit. I have any blues? Gifting, huh? I'm assuming if you're asking, that means you don't know anything obvious then, right? So stuff that he might need at this point in time, or that has asked for before, who has expressed interest before. If none of those are available, something functional I think is always... Okay, the cop-out is to buy some food, I think. But the better thing is something functional. But if you miss the mark, or if they have double of the same thing, it would be... also might be a problem. A deck of cards. Sorry, yeah, no, probably not. Definitely not today, though. My old stuff, I think eventually I'll get to, but that will be a long way down the line. There's no reason looking at old stuff just yet. Oh, actually there is. There's a good reason for that, but... George, you're gonna buy a deck of cards? Okay. That's great. No, you have a good point. I think looking at old stuff is definitely good, but currently the problem I'm having is mostly colors and stuff. And the old stuff is a little bit too simplistic, I think. I need to push more of these kind of pieces out and then waste some time and then go back to figure out what I did. What I could have done better, I should say. And currently we just don't have that many, right? There's only one of the Haru Urara one, which I don't really know what I could have done better. So we haven't really improved enough to really go back and look at old stuff yet. We just have the same opinions at this point. If someone else, like who's a lot more experienced, whose style I do enjoy, and then we can get something out of it. Yu-Gi-Oh! I see. Whoa. Let's give it an entire deck filled with Pot of Greed. I don't think he'll ever forget that one. How big is the deck for Yu-Gi-Oh? $40 to 60 cards. Gets him 60 Pot of Greeds. Oh my god, dude. Alright, we have a lot of refinement to do, but for the most part, everything is in where they're supposed to be, I think. That's why it's such a good gift. It's such an objectively good card, but it's still useless because you can't really use it. You'll never forget this gift. If you forget, just send another deck in. Oh my god, dude. Don't you ever forget about our friendship. 60 Pot of Grids. Hey, remember that time where I sent you like gifted you 60 deck like Pot of Greeds? Oh, you don't remember? Well, let me remind you. When's your birthday again? Dude, if you take that 5 Exodia and split it into 5 different birthday gifts, right? So 59 Pot of Greeds, and then 1 Exodia card. And then you just give him 1 deck of that every year. And then he's gonna be expecting the last final card to complete the set of Exodia for the 5th year. But then you don't give him that, you give him something else. It's like gacha, but once a year. Oh my god, dude. Unlimited Pot of Greed, dude. I don't know, how are you gonna get that many, even if you want to do this? Man, this is painting is pain. We went pretty far from where we started. I think I'm pretty sure we came pretty far, but this is still so far from actually finishing. Holy shit. Yeah, give them something to look forward to every year. Special gift just from you. And then, like, you know, like, you can always give them something else. And this would be the memorable gift, right? This would be the really stupid but really memorable gift that's gonna cement you as a very interesting friend for the rest of your life. And then you can just give him something else that is absolutely average. Just give him like something that he can eat, or something that maybe is useful, maybe not useful, but he will still remember you as this really interesting friend who has given him something to look forward to every birthday. If you want to, like, you know, go this route, it does cost a lot of money, I imagine. Yeah, Igami, if you're if you're really drained, I mean, there's not much you can do. Honestly, whenever I feel that drained, it's just because I didn't sleep enough. But it's also really hard to sleep, so I kind of get stuck in there for a bit. If you have energy, I think it's and you like drawing, then you always would be able to draw well if you have enough sleep. So more likely than not, I think it's just being tired. But in the event you're not, then maybe you should do something else, like actually like something that's not related to art entirely. Gaming would be fine. I think gaming would be great if you're not like me, where I actually feel like I'm wasting time whenever I play games, which has the counter effect, right? Yeah, if you find yourself waking really early today and it's pretty late in the day, and then you just feel less energy than usual, probably just a little bit more tired than usual, I think. Half a Lego set is pretty insane. I mean, it might help, like 2 cans of coffee, right? It does fix the symptom. It depends on if you are able to follow up with that. Like, how do I say this? Like, if you take coffee, from my point of view, if I am in your situation and I take coffee to make myself draw, I better be drawing something good, because I'm paying up front in an attempt to get something out of it. If I don't get anything out of it, I'm gonna feel like I've wasted. I've made myself feel worse for no reason, you know? So I wouldn't do it unless there's something you really want to get done right now. That's just what I would do, though. I think anything that strays off of the base, sort of your base, I don't know, setting, right? Like right now you're kind of feeling tired, and you're trying to adjust it manually with, like, you know, basically performance enhancement drugs. And yeah, it's gotta have a, for me, you have to have a good reason for me to do that. But it's not that serious. It's not that serious. Oh, if that's the case, you should probably get something done then. Because I think the effect of not getting it done and you waking up tomorrow, because sleep is, like, how do I say this? Like, you might wake up more refreshed tomorrow and stuff and whatnot, but like, in my experience, that's not a guarantee. There's so many things that go wrong that can go wrong when I sleep. So if there's something absolutely needs to get done, then as long as I can still like be awake today, then I have no choice. That's what I have to do. Tomorrow is Friday. For me, yeah. For most of you guys, probably is different, I think. Should have done this on a separate layer. Are these lines straight? I can't tell. Whatever. Is this darker than the sky? It is, right? Yeah. Yes, have a good nap, man. Okay, I'm gonna see what's the bare minimum amount of work I need to do in order to bring this piece to completion here. Definitely render the front first. The leaves need some work. The building needs a bare minimum amount of smaller shapes just to get it going. So it's just the foreground here with the trees, the stairs, and then this random block of rocks. And the leaves are behind this too, yeah. Then we need to tidy out the shapes, but those guys can be left rough, I think, in general. So... oof. Tomorrow, Friday, closing Secret Santa, and then we get some feedback going, and then get this done if possible. And then weekends, I'm just gonna target the final piece that I want to do, I think. About the same, but the front is a little bit brighter for us. I guess it's not really a problem. Oh, the building should have just been part of the back piece. I see. This could have just been together. I have to bring this up a bit. Alright, man. Good night, George. Oof. See you tomorrow. I think I'll just try to do some color balancing today. I think any details I'll probably just save it for tomorrow. This is very draining. Yeah, is this the part where people have fun when they draw? Is this part fun? I don't know. I always just find this part really tedious. I can appreciate when people say that like rendering is the easier stage, because you already know the forms, you have all the colors in front of you, composition is done, everything is done. Provided you have enough experience already, then whatever that you have done would be pretty good, right? There's nothing left to fix. So rendering is just brain dead and stuff. But at this current stage where I don't have a good workflow and I don't have a lot of these knowledge of visual library for shapes and stuff like that, everything is like a new challenge, right? Every material, every surface, every texture and stuff, we gotta figure it out. So it just becomes really, really very intensive. Yeah, especially if you're not that confident with the colors anyways. It just feels just like you're digging a hole and you're jumping in, and then you're digging and then jumping in deeper and deeper. Yes, good night, unknown. Oops. Just knock this out real quick. Yeah, I don't want to see it yet. Yeah, it's a spec. So what is the difference in SSS? Bounce light. Same thing, right? Always the same thing. So by that logic, this part does have to be brought up then. Wait, what? Was this where we were? Weird. What's that doing? Oh, right. Yeah, we're facing the exact problem that hopefully we can resolve once we get the if we get to that stage, that is, because this artist here, right, if we get to talk to them, then I can figure out how they're doing the shapes and the order of operation for the shapes. And I think logically thinking it isn't necessarily something that is super duper unique. You put down a bunch of stamped shapes and then you do some gradients and stuff like that. But I think it would help just to see them do it once live. And then, because like same problem right now, right? I may have some colors that I want to work with, but then now what? That's the thing. Having the brush is one thing. But this isn't like that easy to break down, I think. Like you can maybe figure out which ones are on which layer and then the brush strokes and stuff. But then when you're actually working with this sort of style, I suppose, it would be... What? Yeah, it might not be the same way. It might not be done. It might not be the most logical way to do it with the same... I don't know how to describe it. But because if you break down something, and then figure out how that works layer by layer, it isn't always the most intuitive way to actually draw in that same way. So anyways, we're waiting for their email reply, and hopefully in the next a week or two I can get a reply, but before then we have to sort this out. So I guess I have to try something here. We need custom shapes. I think we need custom brushes and custom shapes. What's the best thing I got for Leaf? Like, this is the best I got over here, I think. It's not really very Leaf-like. Yeah, this artist's strongest part would be the shapes, I think. The amount of variety and also the good balance that they can achieve. Because stuff like colors and other stuff like that, I don't think is at least like if you were to pick one thing, I think the most unique thing would be the shapes. They did have a speed paint, I think, in here somewhere. Composition, right. I mean, like, we're trying to separate out between like what is unique about them and also what is they're doing really well, right? They're doing everything really good, right? Storytelling, composition, colors, and stuff like that. But I think personally, the most unique thing about them would be the shapes. Because other people may have similar comps, similar colors, and similar ideas. Flattened perspective. So it's like from really far away, right? Everything is gone. Anyways, I'm kind of done for today, I think. Man, after seeing something so vibrant, coming back to this feels like the saturation is nowhere near enough. I mean, if I do want to color balance, now is the time. Before I actually start rendering, I think. I would prefer to get things sorted out before we actually jump in here. I mean, like any one of this can. Is this even better? Oh, this actually is slightly. No, not necessarily. The blue square still holds it. Yeah, but this part is a lot. These are a lot more saturated than the rest of the background. Some of the bounce, quote unquote, bounce light here, along with the stuff here. We might need a little bit more accents here and there in order to really help sell it. That's why I closed their art stuff. Switch you. I'm very tempted to throw some yeah. Would it be now or would it be later? It would be later, because even in the speed paint for this artist, they still did it later. The more colorful, bright accents, which makes sense. Maybe at the end we try to give it a shot. Just... I don't know how you even do it. But we'll see, I think. Hopefully at the end we can get a feel for it. Anyways, I think that's it for today. Today actually passed pretty quickly for me, time-wise. I didn't feel... I know I said this feels really tedious, but for the most part I could focus and keep going, so that was pretty good, I think. We cleaned up a lot of the shapes now. So it's starting to read a lot better. If I just get the leaves here sorted out, and just like maybe make this a little bit less obvious that it's a blob, it would be a lot better, I think. Even finished, perhaps you could even say, because if you don't really want to get too in-depth with this, you can really kind of read the structures and read the colors and so on and so forth. So you could potentially just leave it here if you just want to do rough stuff like that. But anyways, we'll try to go as far as we can though. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, Secret Santa is already closed, so have a good night, guys. Thank you for coming. Goodbye.